Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you all are doing all right. Just wanted to record this video real quick to be able to thank you all for hitting that 7,000 follower mark. Been kind of sitting in that 6,000 for quite a while, and the old videos and streams that I used to do keep rotating through the algorithm. And I do notice the comments, I do notice the support, and I can't thank you all enough for everything. Which I really wanted to record this video to kind of explain what I've been doing, what's going on. In my head, it's almost like kind of like a draw your life thing, like that old trend way back then, where you're kind of explaining what you've been trying to do and work up to. Because once I begin, I really don't want to step on the brakes, and which I have to start working about 30 minutes from now, and I really wanted to talk about my life and where things have been. So y'all will notice that if y'all were here quite a long time ago, y'all will notice that my channel name was the Stutterer. I started my Facebook page and my YouTube page as that, and the reason for that was in the name itself. I've been a lifelong stutterer my entire life. And it really led to a lot of my problems, but at the same time, my strengths, because it tears you apart mentally whenever you have to deal with a speech impediment in ways that I can't ever describe to you. It takes away your life, your dignity, and everything you are. And if you don't have a good support group, if you don't have people around you, they say that you can't fight depression and pain alone, no matter how much you try. It just continues to tear you apart. And that's kind of what happened to me, but the way that I instead tried to internalize that and express it was through writing. I would think about everything. I became very poetic. I became a bleeding heart, passionate, which in a way, what I didn't realize until later on in my life was that it really was a call for help, where you're kind of expressing yourself, you're getting yourself out there, and you're trying to, and you think it's you just like being poetic and stuff, but it's really you just trying to get your feelings out in a way that nobody would listen to you. And at the end of the day, most people would say that you should always hold yourself accountable for your life and who you are, because you can't get anywhere pointing fingers at anybody else, because the only way you can change your life is by your own decisions, by your own will, and that is absolutely true. But your parents and your family do impact you on a foundational and fundamental level. And with my speech impediment, I had parents who were unknowingly narcissists, where my brothers and I were constantly put down. Any radical ideas we had, they would say that this stuff is stupid, that you're supposed to be working, you're supposed to be working on schooling. Even to this day, they're no better off than my brothers and I, as far as like working paycheck to paycheck. And they just say, well, get used to it, because I'm in my 50s, so this is life, this is how things go. And it really just, what happens is, sorry, like I'm trying to get this thing positioned right. I'm trying to help the sound, but to live a extraordinary life, to do the things that the soul needs and the soul wants to express, you have to think radically different than the status quo. Recently, I've been listening more to old clips from like Robin Williams and Steve Jobs and all these different ideas that all lead to the same conclusion, that you have to have a spark of madness in your soul that you can't ever let disappear. You have to have something inside you that would burn like a flame, that no matter how beaten down and hurt you are, you will continue to fight for what you know is not... You know that all of this, like working and suffering and bleeding, it takes a long time to realize how miserable you are, but an even longer time to realize it doesn't have to be that way. And that was so much of my life, is just living in misery and pain, because I had nobody to tell me that I'm doing fine, that I'm doing a good job. So I became my worst critic. To this day, this internal monologue telling you, you're not doing this right, you're not enough, you're not doing this right. And I leave myself in shambles every day, trying to be a perfectionist. And right now I work two jobs. It's that's a large reason why I've been not making videos or streaming, is because you need a large segment of your time to mentally be at your peak. Like, if you're streaming and stuff, you need that high energy and excitement. If you're going just after work and you're super depressed and worn out, it's freaking lame. I mean, like, you need to have some kind of excitement saying, hey guys, let's do this thing because it's fun. But if you're going to get home from work and say life sucks, but I'm going to stream anyways and say, hey guys, what's going on? I'm just freaking worn out and just kill me, please. It's like, no, I want to be able to do that to be excited for y'all. And the issue is I do all of this alone. Like, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I go to sleep right after work. And this whole year has been so rough. This has been one of the most eventful years for the past 10 years for me, because my grandfather died in February. January. I was there with him when he died. We had the funeral in early February. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been dealing with a progressing inguinal hernia, which is just that point between your stomach and your thigh here, like that zone that goes down to your pelvic region. And like, basically there's a tear in your abdominal wall. Abdominal. I can't even say it. Your abs, and there's a hole there that's caused from like workouts or some point in your life. Sometimes they say that it's when you were just a baby, where like it'll just be torn, but over time the stress you put on it from working out and everything will start to tear it, and your intestines can come through it. So just under that layer of skin between your skin and your abs, like, it's kind of gross, but your intestine will come out, and like, it'll go back in when you lay down. It's all gravity. But the longer you stay up, it'll come out and start to tear that fat. It'll start to push on you, and it hurts like a knife. It hurts horribly. And it was getting worse and worse for about 3 years. And in about March, from like that March to that June region, I got this. So in March, it got really, really bad all of a sudden. It basically became to the point of being incarcerated, where basically it's stuck. And when it gets stuck, that's when you are in trouble, because if it decides to twist, it can choke the intestine out and kill it, and you will effectively die, because your body will start to shut down. So that happened, and I rushed to get a surgery, was going through all the hoops, and my insurance came through, and I was able to get my surgery in May. So had to deal with the recovery with that after all that pain, and the mental effect it has on you. And now, just yesterday, my grandmother just moved out from the house that my grandparents used to live in, because now she's there all by herself and wants to be at an independent living. So just yesterday she left. They haven't sold the house yet, but they will in just a few weeks. So this whole year I've watched my entire life just kind of like flip the page, where it's like everything is just going crazy. I'm trying to just survive and do my job where nobody else can find jobs. I'm trying to hold on to mine for dear life. I work in healthcare tech, so I'm always fearful that AI is going to replace things, and just trying to work paycheck to paycheck. It's been a mind-boggling shock. Like, I'm like beyond, like, streaming is something that is like, I need to have a clear head, a clear conscience, and I'm sitting here just trying to sort out my mind. And I feel that the surgery really did help a whole lot mentally. Without that stress, it fixed a lot of that subconscious like fear, that existential threat that you could die from this thing. So now it's fixed, and your brain's trying to register like, okay, you're fine, you're okay, and you're just trying to go day to day. And then the reason that I wake up at 4 is because I do a side contract. Like, I work small jobs, online as well. But I'm just, basically my channel changed from the stutterer to then, well, that delves into a deeper reason as to why I changed it. Because I realized when I did that, I was using my stuttering as a crutch. I was thinking that it was all that I was, and I almost kind of fell into almost like that diversity thing where you're like, you can kind of tout your weaknesses. But I realized it's like, if I hope to grow from where I'm at, I can't define that single thing as who I am and use it like a coward. It's like, you need to grow beyond that and say, hey, like at some point when you get better in life, you say, hey, I also went through this and this, because people are going through a lot of crap that are like worse than that. And I'm just thinking that, I mean, like the person that I was 3 years ago was an idiot. I just think that I just have grown a whole lot. I've been changing for the better. And with the world the way that it is right now, especially since last week, if y'all haven't been living under a rock, you just think like, I just want to be better than the status quo. And that's what drives me insane with my job every day, is that 9-to-5 jobs are purposely designed to keep you enslaved, because they try to gaslight you and say that 9-to-5 is just common life. But dude, well, like, it's not even like a 9-to-5. It's technically 8-to-5 or 7-to-5 because you're getting ready to go. But that is a crazy amount of time to work. That's your entire day, every day, 5 days, and then you get 2 days off because the masters let you have those days off. That is a ridiculous amount of time, and that is watching your life fade away. Ever since my grandfather died, something clicked in me, just thinking like, I am watching my life fade away for a damn paycheck. That's not even that much. It doesn't even cover everything that I need. So it's like, what am I doing here? And to be creative, to be wholeheartedly exposed, you have to have a clear mind. You have to be able to sit there and think for some time and have that free time to yourself, that freedom to be able to be yourself. And full-time jobs squash that, because you have to follow the rules. You have to be somebody you're not. You have to wear a mask, and every day it feels like you're slipping and you're tearing yourself apart for every mistake that you make. I mean, it messes you up and it tears you to shreds when you know life doesn't need to be this way. You can have passion, you can have a reason for living, but this country makes it so damn hard to do that. And that's where parents really do affect a whole lot of where you come from, because my brothers and I are completely alone. Our parents, they divorced and vaporized all of whatever they could give us. Like, I mean, in fact, a few years from now, there's a good chance they're going to be asking us for money. And so you're left on your own in the period that we're in one of the roughest economic times we've seen in who knows how long. And that's really where that spark of madness comes from. It's like that Robin Williams, Steve Jobs. It's like, no matter what, no matter how crazy you think you are, you can change the world. And those who believe they can will. And you can't let that spark of madness go. You need to be able to defy what is, and not in hatred, but for the passion for life. That's really what it is. I mean, Robin Williams said that, where he was just, which actually was from a movie, so like I can't necessarily say it was him saying it, but life is poetry. It's romance, it's love, it's passion, desire. We're meant to strive, to overcome, to be the hero of our own story. Life is beautiful. Life is a perfect and good thing, but it is humanity and the choices of a select few that define who define so much of our lives, that it takes those years away from you just trying to escape from that. It's slavery where you can finally buy your way out of it. And it just continues to grow. The need continues to grow. I mean, then my car's had some kind of wiring issue all of a sudden. So my car's been dead for about 2 months, but I work from home. So I've just been ordering everything. But damn it, you look outside and you see your car there and just thinking, your life is not enough. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's like a fire to say what you're doing is not enough. Every day you wake up, every day you do this, just know this will not save your life. And you need to be able to have that will and that fire and that desire. And it starts with a love for life, not hatred. It'll only burn you up. Hatred burns you up. What you need to do is find the core of your love and passion for life. And that's what drives you into doing better and bigger things, because you know that what you're doing is wasting those years. Because you can have a chance to make this world a better place. And that's where most people are missing the picture here of just being blinded by hatred toward our government, toward corporations, toward everything that is right now. But in the good spirit of building things, it's like you need to look to the future then and say, I'm going to claim this into my hands and have the will to change that. And it's not as easy as just saying it though, but it's finding that purpose and that passion within yourself, that desire, that idea that you can't let go of. And that will drive you. It will make a huge difference in your life. You just need to find that voice, to find the voice that you never have found yet, because the longer you go on, there's a greater chance you'll never find it at all. And my family and my parents surrendered to the status quo. Whenever you have a conversation with them, the only thing that it goes down to is, did you go to college, and what job did you have? If you didn't go to college, then you will fail at life. That's basically that's all it is. It's like college, job. You're just like, that's what most people talk about. But you're like, that's why most people who want something for their lives feel crazy, because you can't show them what you're seeing. It's like a vision. It's like a dream you had that seems so real that you can't let it go. It's a hard thing, but it doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that your soul is calling to you. Something is calling to you. And that's what I've been trying to nail down before I restart with the channel, with streaming and whatever else. Because I don't want to be just the same where it's like everybody's doing reaction content and politics. I want to be able to go all in and do this right. Whether it's actually making videos in a way that's much higher tier, or just streaming so that I am accessible, or just so I changed it from the stutterer now, saying like that's not who I am. It's a large part of who of what made me, but I want to become more. And whenever you do things like this that are different, basically your whole life will become then delving into your own journey, as well as with those who are watching you and following you. It's a journey you take together. You don't just have things figured out. It's like, we're going to go on this together. We're going to do this together, and we're going to do this right, and we're going to make a difference. My reason for gaming and nostalgia is not for the game itself, but what it meant. The memories, the ideas, the feeling you get of a better time before the world became corrupt like it is now. A time when people actually strived for beauty, for artistic creation, where they just had a love for life, like music playing and just wanting to dance and wanting to just show the world a better picture of what life could be. And I'm tired of going to my damn job every day to accomplish nothing. I sit here and just do the same job over and over, looking at the clock and watching every day go by, the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then by the time you know it, I've been working for I've been working since I was 15, but full-time, basically for the last 4 years, nonstop, never ending. Before that, it was contracts, but the pandemic just messed everything up. So it's been full-time since, but it's, I knew that I was a wreck. Half of my streaming stuff and those clips that still get likes was when I was an anxious, riddled mess. I was doing it out of like kind of impulse to just get that stress out, which I guess is a good thing, but I've been trying to just sort out my demons, I guess. Like trying to find out, it's like, okay, what's bullshit and what's actually real? And you're just like, so you're just trying to find the core of who you are and then looking to the future and predicting the future and saying, okay, this is the person that I want to be 2 years from now. And I don't want to be somebody who has learned victimhood. I want to be able to be an inspiration and not sit there saying, oh, woe is me. And that was what was going on. And life is getting better. And I want to be able to step forward and just consistently stream. What would really help is if I can get the bullshit of a 9-to-5 job out of the way, which is why I'm like, at some point I would love to ask for donations and support, but I haven't earned that yet. Like, you're going to sit there and say that you haven't even started yet and you want help so it's like, we got to set some groundwork here before we get there. It's just like trying to build something, and it's like we haven't even started yet. And it's like sitting here and making notes on YouTube and saying, hey guys, we're gonna we'll start soon. And it's like nothing's been shown yet. It's just, I don't know. It's just, life has been rough and you're just trying to keep yourself mentally together. But like at some point you have to think, man, what am I doing? It's like, just do it, man. Just do it. It's like the Shia LaBeouf meme. It's like, just make your dreams come true. Just do it. And it's just a leap of faith. It really is. And I'm sitting here thinking too much and just trying to think that I need to be perfect and I'm not ready yet. But it's just like, when will you ever be? Nobody's ever perfect. It's whatever I do will be much more worth my time than whatever crap I have to deal with my job that gets me nowhere, and I get paid no matter what I do. Paid the same no matter what I do. And it's just, I'm watching my childhood fade away. People die, people pass away, seeing the mortality of my own life and seeing that I don't have forever. And you're just sitting here waiting, and you're waiting for what? For what? And you're just like, and whenever you sit here and you're broke all the time and you're just and you're scared of losing things, like my computer's 6 years old. So you fear about it's fine. I mean, like, I take care of it, but you're just thinking, like, I would like to have the money to continue to reinvest. And my headphones here are, I think 7 years old now. And you're like, man, if these break, then I can't afford new ones. It's like, it's just this hell. It's like, come on, man. Like, we just need to live life. Like, if something breaks, just buy like a new one. Like, I'm tired of being scared like all the time and being on the defense and watching my car get stuck. And now you can't afford to repair it, and then it's like, oh, this thing could break, then you can't afford. It's like, I'm tired of that. I just want to be able to be the best version of myself for you all, and life doesn't need to be miserable. The world wants it to be, but it doesn't need to be, and the change begins with you. But so I just recently changed my channel name to basically reading the Odyssey, just put C on the front for Cody, because it's like I want to take a journey with you and being able to delve into the past rather than just waiting out the future and watching like everything sorted out. It's like, hey, let me tell you a story. Let me show you better times. And I am inspired by the old YouTubers where it's like you just play stuff and you talk over it. You just do what you want, and you just take all the stress away from the world, you know? And it's trying to work it out. But thank you all so much for sticking around. I'm not gone. I'm just trying to keep myself sane and trying to make sure that I get enough sleep. And I could just be kidding myself, and you're like, bro, just freaking do something. But I just want to do it right. But yeah, guys, that's all that I wanted to say. Thank you all so much for sticking around. Y'all are the best. And yeah, I just need to get this started, and we'll hopefully just get streaming, because I can do it on YouTube and Kick and wherever else, but we'll see. But thank you all so much and hope to see you all around. Y'all take care. Later.